Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce live stream, and today we're going to be starting round 1 of our BSB Championship right here on Ride 4. See Arthur in the chat there, good to see you there, mate. One of our members on the channel as well, so that's really nice to see the DrAce logo on the as used as an emoji. I do apologise for my voice in this one, I sound absolutely dreadful. I'm not feeling too great, but I've decided to power on through so we can start our first round. We are going to be doing some sort of a qualifying. There's not really a qualifying option within Ride 4, but we are going to be creative with it. We're going to do a 4-lap race. The tyre consumption will need to be off, so I do need to change that now. And that way it gives a chance for everyone to at least experience 2 or 3 laps uninterrupted to try and set the fastest lap time. Now, we don't have everyone here currently. I think waiting for, what, 1 or 2 people, is it? Yeah, we are missing... I need to consult the list. Bear with me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I've turned that off now, Sergio 23. Who are we missing? So we have Jack Hammer, number 67, of course, Sergio 23. Meerkat 29, Fernandez 99, Mad Max 56, Longboy Dan is 21, I think. Ah, Perky. I have yet to invite Perky. My apologies, mate. Wherever you may be. Do I not have Perky as a friend? Possibly not. So, yeah, guys, let me know how everyone's doing. Are you excited for this? Just trying to get everyone online. Should be more prepared for this, but it's the first one, so just, you know, give us a chance. Meerkat in the chat. Excuse me. I'll try not to cough too much around the microphone, but there's not a lot I can do. I think it's just the return of that flu. I got rid of this a couple of weeks ago, and it seems to be back, which is a damn pain. I do believe we're missing 1 or 2. Fair Hat in the chat, good to see you. I'm pretty certain I invited you, Fair Hat, no? I'll invite you again though, mate, not a problem. Kathy says hello with the aces. Hello, Kathy, welcome to the stream. So once we get Fair Hat in and then Perky, we should have the entire roster. Unfortunately, Azriel has pulled out, which is a damn shame, but we should still be good for a good, solid competition. And it's good to see we're still pretty close to a full roster. Not quite as full as we would have wanted, but good to see. I know Meerkat's been scaring me regarding the online connection for Ride 4, but it doesn't look too bad. It looks like myself and everyone else here, apart from Mad Max, which of course is in Brazil, but that is very deceiving. Mad Max connection always says red, but you can have some great battles with him, so I'm not worried about that right now. Hopefully it still runs absolutely fine. So I'm just going to try and get Perky in. So for the moment, we have nothing else to do, so I'm going to show you my intro video that I've created for the stream. So guys, I do hope you enjoy, and hopefully by the time this video is concluded, you will see some action on track. So there we are then, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. That was something new for me to try. And I think we are now good to go. I just noticed that Scromp isn't here. Did Scromp pull out as well as Azrael? I do believe he did, didn't he? So I think we're good to make a start then. So I'm going to proceed. And hopefully everyone's prepared to start their qualifying session. It gives me a chance to get accustomed to the rider camera thing as well. You know, the race director mode. So if everyone's ready, pick your team. Pick the livery that Sergio23 created for you. And then we can start our first round of our British Superbike Championship. It's been probably very exciting for us all, but I think I might be the most excited to do this commentary for it. Just hope my voice holds up. Sounds absolutely crap right now, but we'll manage. So if everyone's ready, give me a little ready up, and then we can make a start. So a quick recap with the teams. I'm just going to get something open so I can remember where everyone has chosen. Do believe it's all. There'll be 12 laps for the 600 cc's, and then there will be 17 laps for the 1000 cc machines. So we have that one, and then we have the 1000s. Right, great, I think we're good to go. If everyone's ready, I'm going to start. So Rational on the Suzuki, also for the Suzuki as well. Is everyone ready then? So regarding the way the qualifying is going to work, is it's just going to be, we'll be setting it via the fastest lap time of the race. So don't worry if the first lap and the last lap is wasted, because it will be anyway. So just spread out, find your lap times, and then hopefully this will still work. I just need to make sure I get all the information down for each of the rides and teams. I do hope the connection's good as well. I've tried to install a low latency so I can respond to the chat quicker. We'll see how that progresses. If everyone can choose, I guess everyone's going to choose the soft option tyres, I guess, that makes sense, or... Absolutely, Max. The championship is kicking off right now. It's going to be a fun one, my friend. Onto there. Excuse me. Just waiting for Fairhat and Rational to ready up. Everyone good to go? Let's experience our first round then. So this is the qualifying of the RM600 class. Now, as discussed, is going to start... I'm only looking at Jackhammer here. Right, fine, I can move around now. Okay, so we have Sergio23 on board the... Is he on the Honda? Yes, he's on the Honda for the RM600 class. I'm guessing probably the best thing to do here is for everyone to try and find a bit of space. You see Fernandez there pulling backwards, waiting for an opportunity to set some good lap times in. Fairhat making a move there. Whoa, Fairhat's down actually. That's not a great way to start the qualifying. Same can be said for Rational, who's had a bit of a disaster in there as well. But let's have a look at the old TV camera perspective. Where's the TV camera gone? There it is. Wow, this is a bit dodgy, isn't it? Okay, so we have Sacred Meerkat there and the number 29. Mad Max ahead of him on circuit. You see the count. Oh, a bit wide there for Mad Max. Not really how you want to start the qualifying session, as Long Boy Dan's got a nice position up in the top there. Look at Jackhammer already wanting to set a precedent by getting out there and setting the fastest lap of the race. So it's going to be Jackhammer across the line first, Long Boy Dan in second, and now these guys can have some space to put in their respectable lap times. It's a bit of a helmet cam or a first-person perspective for Meerkat, who's currently running in third in the metaphorical race, but of course it's all about the lap time, so then I can choose which lap time gets which position. Scrolling down, we do have Sergio23. He's got the Rossi boots and the gloves on. Funny, when I wanted to make his picture for the little intro video I did, I was going to put the Rossi boots on him. I knew he'd pick Dionysi. Definitely a man who's got taste for the Dionysi leathers and the boots and the gloves as well. A bit further down, we have on the Cinetic. I do believe this is Rational. Can I move the camera around? I'm not familiar with the race director mode as such. In fact, no, this is actually Perky from Perky 1980, of course. I think Rational's... the Bill-based Suzuki's... Yeah, of course. The Vision track is Perky with Rational using the build base for the RM1000 class for later on. There's Fernandez. It looks like he's going to get some clear track as well. It's follow Fernandez for a lap. Very fast rider is Fernandez 99. Quick check on the left-hand side. Don't think it tells me who is the fastest on circuit right now. But I'm guessing it'll give us some indication as this race progresses. Someone's had a horrific crash. I think that's Rational. Is that 2 crashes in the qualifying session for the German? I think it very well may be. Scroll down to Mad Max there in 8th position. Mad Max is a feel-good story for the Aces. Started off new to the game and then has just progressed so well over each and every single challenge we've done in his own time as well, playing a lot and really pushing forward. So it's great to have Mad Max here. The Brazilian Ace has certainly shown potential and he's certainly using it to his fullest right now. Oh, Rational's had an absolute nightmare on the 600. Things are not going too well for the German right now, but further down for the Kawasaki. See Ferhat, the Turkish rider. Is he going to go stop rack style into the penultimate or final corner, should I say? Pretty damn decent if I do say so at this point of the Grand Prix. But let's check our front runners with Jackhammer on the Triumph Daytona 675 with the FHO livery. Gotta say, it fits really well with the Triumph. I'm really impressed. Looks like 0.2 of a second is quicker. Goes Jackhammer on the final lap of the Grand Prix for this particular qualifying session. Sacred Meerkat's found himself into second, so he must be charging through the order on board the MV Augusta. Lone Boy Dan in 3rd place with the Bardell R6. Oh, a little bit wide there, but this will conclude the session. So a quick look on Sergio 23. Looks like he's got plenty of time to get across the line. And then we should see which positions, which positions these guys will be taking up on the track any moment now. Mad Max coming out the final corner. Quick change for Mad Max as well, actually, ladies and gentlemen. On the graphic in the video you may have seen on the intro, he is going to be using the Suzuki, but that is a thing of the past. He's now gone back to the Ducati Panigale V4R with Ferhat and Fernandez 99. I think Fernandez going to get across the line here. Bit of a wheelie for the fans. Jay Fernandez, will he be wheeling across the line any moment soon? So quick check. Quick screenshot, Jackhammer the fastest man on the circuit with Meerkat in very close. Quick look at the rest of the group, and I'm going to have to certainly put this into perspective any moment now. Oh, I can issue a penalty to Jackhammer. I didn't realise you could do that so effortlessly on this one. So, I need to then put this one into perspective any moment. So I'm doing my bit now. Fernandez at 154, looks like a penalty, but it doesn't really matter regarding that. So, how do we think about this so far? It's going to be quite interesting, this, isn't it? Oh, sorry, Rickert, I've missed your comment in the chat. Thank you very much, mate. I do appreciate the kind comment there. And, yeah, I'm pretty good. Not feeling too great at the moment, but I'm looking forward to this. As I can't seem to do anything. If I leave the match, will the session end for all players? Is that correct? I didn't press it. Oh, okay, great. We're back here. So, cool. So we now need to change it over to a 12-lap session. We just have lost Rational for a moment. Can I proceed and invite him back in a moment, or is that not how it works? Let's get Rational back in. What kind of pride is good for Ride 4? I don't particularly understand the question, mate. So we'll just give... Yes, tyre wear will be on. Thank you very much for mentioning that. Rational has returned. Tyre wear is now on. Oh, what kind of price? I don't know. I mean, it's been on sale quite a lot recently, so it should be good to pick it up at a decent price now. Right then. I need to decide on the grid positions. How did I have the opportunity last time? Was it after everyone chose the bikes and then I get a chance to do it? Is that how it worked? I do believe so. Excuse me. Ah, cool. Right. Now my opportunity to set the grid. Bit of a faffing around this, isn't it? But it'll be well worth it when it's all said and done, and we're on our way to a great race. I'm really keen to see what's going to happen in this one, because that 4-lap sprint really didn't tell the big picture. So it was Jack Hammer in first. Where is Jack? Move Jack to the top. And then I believe it was Sacred Meerkat in second. Fernandez in third. I think that's fitted in quite nicely. 54 for Fernandez. And this is where things get interesting. There's a lot of 55s here. So a lot of lap times very similar to each other. So Sergio a 55.028 puts himself into fourth, which is naturally done. I think Longboy Dan is next with a 55.162. I do want to just make sure I've got this correct. And then I think for Mad Max with a 56.231. Furhat instead of 55.7, so it looks like he's ahead. Perky 55.363, so he needs to be a bit further up. And then Rational, unfortunately, a 55.897 puts in one ahead of Mad Max. And then there we go. Everyone is in the right position. Quick check with the list. Looks like we're good to go. I was thinking about possibly doing another qualifying session, or maybe we just rotate the grid. So if we've done this order for the 600s, we could rotate the grid for the finishes of the 600s, but for the 1000cc race. Not entirely sure. I guess we can discuss that in a moment's time. But if everyone's ready and everyone's happy, we will proceed. So once again then, guys, the first round of our British Superbike Championship, hosted here in Oulton Park for the Foster's circuit, using Foster's instead of the Silverstone National, because of course it isn't in the game. Hopefully the connection's good for everyone. As I said earlier, Mad Max's red connection or ping, whatever it is a bit deceiving. His connection's actually pretty good. Yes, any physics in this one, Kathy, so anyone can choose whatever they want to. Actually, all of them are going to be choosing Pro Physics, with probably manual gears in there as well. So for the race info, 12 laps here in Oulton Park. Time is at 2 PM. Do you think it's a good choice? Because obviously it makes sense for real life. Tyre consumption is on. And of course, collisions are on as well. So be very careful going into the first corner. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about to start our first round in the DrAce British Superbike Championship for the RM 600 class. Oh, my throat is killing me. Let's see how this one goes then. So I always start on Jack Hammer in the pole position. It's not biased, it's just the way it starts. We wait for Jack Hammer, we wait for British Superbike, and away we go. So Jack Hammer in first. Mad Max at the back of the grid. He's going to be charging through. Are we going to see some carnage into the first corner? It looks to be everyone's going through safely. Sacred. Oh, Perky's down, I think. Was that Perky? No. One of them on the orange bike. Oh, it's Longboy Dan. Longboy Dan, he had a decent qualifying. He's had a nightmare into the first corner. And it looks like everyone's pretty much solid. Caught him out there. I thought it was Perky. Oh, aggressive lunge. Up on the inside goes Jack Hammer. Fernandez holding firm in third position. He's waiting for a chance. Look at him around the outside. Oh, that's brave. Oh, two riders there pushing into the tightest parts of this circuit as we now go into the Druids corner. Things are getting rather entertaining already. Is Perky is that Sergio 23? Oh, that's a nightmare. Perky's had a disaster. Sergio's in the gravel. And then it's Rational, Mad Max, Furhat, everyone else having a relatively calm Grand Prix at this stage of this race. Goodness me. What a start for your top three contenders in this championship. There is Meerkat in second place. You know he's feeling pretty strong, and I'm sure he's going wanting to get better of Jack Hammer in this one after falling short to him in the Superbike Championship he did not so long ago. Pleasant journey for Furhat at this moment. Oh, I almost spoke too soon and sent him on the gravel. As we have a quick look behind us, it looks like Perky's found himself in the gravel again. Sergio's got a lot of work to do now from 8th position. Not exactly how the Belgian would have wanted this one to start. He'll be seething right now. Not exactly how he wanted it to go. Long Boy Dan in 7th place. Bit of a disaster in the first corner. Didn't quite see what happened to him, but let's quick check at the front positions. Make sure I'm not missing anything at this moment. And with haptic feedback Fernandez, you know he's always there. And that haptic feedback is the presence of the half Spaniard, half British rider there in 3rd place. He's just losing touch ever so slight with Meerkat. He's keeping that 0.7 of a second gap, but you know he wants to get a bit closer at this stage of the Grand Prix. So 3 laps in, and we have had the excitement that we thought it was going to be. Loving the DrAce logos on Sacred Meerkat's helmet as he just plunges into the right-hand side for the Knickerbrook in pursuit of the MotoGP sports rider Jack Hammer. So a couple of out and hits. I'm not entirely sure what that's referring to. Is that a bit of contact further behind? Long Boy Dan doing a great job fighting back and carving through the pack. Goes the man with the number 21. Sergio 23 on the cusp of getting through on Mad Max as well. Could we see a lunge into the final corner? Could be very close as he's going to try and position it. Bit of a helmet cam perspective. This time, look at the rides ahead of Sergio. Mad Max a little bit deep for the final corners. We now go to the change direction. Keep that front wheel down. Look at that change of directions. We accidentally swapped to Perky there. Sergio 23 makes a wonderful move up on the inside and takes over for 6th place. Quick look at the front here. Sacred Meerkat from the helmet cam perspective is in pursuit of the number 67. Where's he going to go for the lunge? These two did some great battles a few days ago. They had some moments themselves in this particular corner. Into the water tower and then into Druids. We've also, as Jack Hammer told me ages ago, it was almost a replication of Jason O'Halloran getting punted into the gravel, but this time with a Triumph and the MV Augusta of Sacred Meerkat. Great close racing in this one, but Fernandez just dropping behind ever so slightly. Not what I expected for the number 99. As for someone who's ridden actually around this circuit before, is Fernandez 99. So I don't really want to pull away from the action that's here right now, but look at the riders behind. That was rather deceiving. It looked like everyone was super close together, but unfortunately as we scroll through, it's not quite the same. So that was a little bit deceiving. What has happened to Jack Hammer? I missed it. I was scrolling through and something has happened to the MotoGP sports rider. Jack Hammer has found himself in the gravel. What on earth has happened? This is unexpected. Sacred Meerkat has piled on the pressure, and it looks like Jack Hammer has crumbled. That is not what you expect. That is a shocker. Can he claw back the points now? Of course, 18 points up for grab with our new British Superbike Style Championship points. And with Meerkat in the 1st position, Fernandez taking 2nd. I still don't doubt Jack Hammer's ability to get back into it, though. Didn't see that coming. That was I'm gutted I missed that. Just wanted to make sure we could see everything else from happening from behind. But at this stage of the Grand Prix, how's Meerkat's nerves? Is he going to be feeling the pressure? The tension's high in this championship. You don't want to really make too many mistakes. And of course, making a big mistake on this one is an absolute nightmare. So a quick check on Sergio 23, the master behind all the liveries in our championship. He's still currently running in 7th, so I think something has happened again to our Belgian ace. Not entirely sure. Another channel member, of course, Sergio 23. Big thank you to him for supporting the channel. And Perky is on his way for taking another position away. Looks like he wants to get involved with Sergio 23. I think they had a coming together last time here in the Druids corner. I'm sure we don't want a replication of that on this 6th lap of 12 here in Oulton Park. There is a look at Rational at the back of the grid. He's not having the best of times right now on the 600cc is our German. I'm sure he'll be able to claw it back for the 1000cc. He's a little bit deep into Druid's corner. But back at the front, it looks like Jack Hammer is beginning to pile on the pressure on Fernandez, but the 1.6 of a second gap, these guys aren't taking chunks out of each other. It's still relatively tame at the 7th lap here out of 12 for the RM600 class. Mad Max holding his own in 5th place as we hear the wonderful Kawasaki screaming there. Absolutely gorgeous machine there, and of course the livery with the Oxford Products Motor Rapido Kawasaki looks really good for this particular bike. Another brilliant effort from Sergio 23 to create something quite funky and unique. So the gap in the pressure is still on from Perky to Sergio 23, not having the race that Sergio desired in this one. He's been quick here in Foster's before, so I did expect him to be pretty competitive. And Long Boy Dan is beginning to pile the pressure on the Belgian ace. Will he be having a lunge when that opportunity strikes? Are we going to see a good chance of an opportunity here into the Old Hall corner for the right-hand side? This is a treacherous part of the circuit here, then down to the left-hand here. This dip, oh, I thought he certainly thought about it. Going into Cascades is a bit of a nightmare, but the change of direction up on the inside. Brilliant positioning up on the inside goes Long Boy Dan. He finds himself into 5th place. Brilliant move from the number 21. Quick check at the front again. I think Jackhammer may have made another mistake here. So unfortunately for Jackhammer, it is not the win he probably sought after in this Grand Prix. Still not a bad start to be finishing in 3rd place, especially with the competition like Fernandez and Meerkat being absolutely rapid here in Ride 4. Excellent move from Long Boy Dan. Thando certainly approves of that one in the comments in the chat for the left-hand side of the screen. I think it says the right-hand side. Apologies for the voice in this one, guys. Struggling with my flu, but still pushing as much as I can. Interesting idea there from Long Boy Dan, going a little bit wider to make sure he brought on the power and didn't wheelie as much as he... Oh, goodness me! Steady on from Cascades to the right-hand side and now into the Knickerbrook. It looks like he's getting a little bit eager on the acceleration as Long Boy Dan. Still got 3 laps in this Grand Prix. Doesn't need to really push as hard as he is doing right now. In 1 second is the gap to the Turkish rider ahead of us. See a little bit of a slide there with the man who's got 41% of rear tyre remaining. So with a comparison for your front runner, Meerkat gentle with that acceleration, still looking at 60% and 55% of the tyre. Now unfortunately it doesn't tell me what tyres they have chosen, so that is a bit of a disaster. And yes, great observation from Thando, noticing that Long Boy Dan's front tyre is getting a bit warm there. So Furhat is under pressure. Is the Turkish rider... In fact, is Long Boy Dan going to do the same move twice? Not quite at this stage. Give me the TV camera perspective. I like this view, and I want to see if Long Boy Dan can be charging up the inside. Is he going to go into Druids? Up into Clay Hill and then into the Water Tower. We're going to be yearning for a lunge from the number 21. Does he think about it? He certainly does, but not close enough yet. To the right-hand side, anti-wheelie up for 3 now with the RM600. The R6 is going to be blasting through into the final corner. Yes, he's got it to work. Beautifully done from Long Boy Dan. Long Boy Dan has impressed me on this one. I don't think I've raced with him before, but the number 21 is looking hell of a lot promising than I even imagined to start this Grand Prix. Great work, Long Boy Dan. Great work. So now a look further ahead. 13 seconds is the gap to Long Boy Dan, so I don't think it's going to be a podium finish for Dan, but I think he is certainly going to be competitive for the next race with the 1000cc's. Quick look behind. Rational still not having the Grand Prix desired. Mad Max has fallen by the wayside. I'm disappointed to say. Things not going too well for the Brazilian ace. Not sure what happened. Must have missed a crash somewhere during the Grand Prix. So Perky has got the better of Sergio 23 for now. But is Sergio going to be pulling off the Long Boy Dan lunge into the final corner? Really strong there is Sergio 23. Is the Honda going to slip up in the inside of Perky? Is it going to happen? It's going to be close. Beautiful lunge up at the inside. A little bit of contact, but Rubbing is racing after all. As the man on board the Vision track, Kawasaki's going to try and push him back. Honda versus Kawasaki. Does Sergio go for it on the brakes here? Final lap. Why not make a lunge? Beautifully done from the Belgian ace. Now we see from Perky's perspective, he's got to fight back. Now into Cascade to the left-hand side. This is probably going to be the best battle of the race at this stage of the Grand Prix, because nothing else is currently happening on screen. So Sergio 23 in defensive mode. Perky on the attack. Can he defend? Can he attack? Who's going to win this one? 40 seconds of this Grand Prix remains. This one is going to go down to the wire. Sergio 23 looks to be having the better of him though, as I accidentally slip backwards to Mad Max for a moment. But it does look like Sergio 23 has got the better of the man who's rocking number 80. Sacred Meerkat wins the first race of the season. Apologies for not seeing him going across the line. Fernandez in second, Jackhammer in third, Long Boy Dan with a terrific race into fourth, and Sergio 23 does hold on to 6th place. And I do believe everyone is going to finish this race. Possibly not for the German. Oh, nightmare crash into Lodge Corner. Not happening as the way he would have wanted it. But what a brilliant start to this Grand Prix. To this championship. I've really enjoyed that. I don't think we need to see any penalties. I didn't witness anything to really give a penalty to anyone, so I'm quite happy with what we had there. A quick check on the screen, so check up on the actual top 9 competitors. Sacred Meerkat wins this race, 4 seconds clear from Fernandez 99, who was finished in second, and Jackhammer on the Triumph finishes in 3rd place with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 53.658. One Boy Dan, certainly for me, was the rider of the race there. Brilliant stuff from number 21. He was very competitive and really looked good on the R6. Sergio 23, looks like you had a bit of a nightmare there, mate. Not sure what happened with you and Perky into the Druids corner, but I think something has certainly gone amiss in the first race of the season. But I think that's it, so I'm pretty happy with that one, guys. Screenshots have been taken, and now we can start our RM1000cc race. Once again, apologies for the race and the voice in this one. It's not how I wanted it to sound for the first race of the season, but by heck, I'm doing my best job. Excuse me. Well, I gotta say, guys, I rather enjoyed that one. I didn't expect you to crash there, Jackhammer. Really didn't. But I tell you what, Sacred Meerkat, he's on fire. Didn't see a foot wrong from the man on the other side of the country. I noticed the other day of how many compatriots we do have in this particular championship. But at the same time, I think it's balanced itself out quite nicely. So, everyone, you have permission to back out and change your liveries. I will invite you back in a moment. Yeah, I think Long Boy Dan was fantastic. He really impressed me in that one. Smooth, clean racing. Great stuff. Sacred Meerkat, well done to you, mate. And we need to change to the RM1000. Is it just modern RM1000? Is that what it is? Yeah. We're going to have 17 laps this time around. Do we need to do a qualifying then? What do we think? What's the plan, ladies and gentlemen? Or are we going to run a reverse grid of the finishes of the first race? I think that would be kind of cool, personally. So if we have Meerkat starting last, Fernandez second to last, and then Fernandez in third to last. Jack. I would really like to do a reverse grid though, so let me know. We'll have a bit of a vote. I think I'm able to set up sure I was able to set up a poll in there, but I actually don't remember how to do it. I went through it once, but so Meerkat, are you changing your livery as well? So just 23 gonna. Yeah, I think we are going to do the reverse grid. I think that sounds rather fun. Start race 2 from the finishing place of race 1. I think the vote is for reverse grid. I'm going to go reverse grid. So let me get the screenshot up. I'll make it so. Reverse grid it is. Don't you three need to change your liveries? I'll invite everyone back. Fair enough then, Meerkat, fair enough. Ah, yes, of course it is. Yeah, I actually took your suit to make a picture with on the intro video. Do we want to see the intro video again? I mean, we've got time because we're waiting for everyone to join again, but I don't know. I've forgotten who I need to invite now. Right, so Sergio23 is in. Oh, Azriel sadly couldn't make it. Jackhammer I have invited. Yep, he's there. Sacred Meerkat's already in the session. Longboy Dan requires an invitation. Mad Max. Sacred Meerkat is here. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. Why not? Let's see the intro video again. Ladies and gentlemen, your RM1000 class for the DrAce BSB Championship. So there we go then, guys. I think we're all ready to start. I'm going to just make sure everything is all good and ready. And I think we're good to start. Now, I will be doing a reverse grid. I think that's going to be really fun to see. And I don't know what the carnage is going to be like into the first corner. But to be honest with you, this is not a public lobby, ladies and gentlemen. This is not just a couple of random people set up for a lobby. These are great competitive riders, all very fast and have all been featured at least once or twice in DrAce streams and videos before. So, reverse grid time. Looks like Rational is in the right position then. Mad Max finds himself in second. Well, everything's just changed for a matter of moments there. I don't know why. Mad Max into second. And then it is Perky in third. Great front row start for Perky. Sergio 23 in fourth. That's where he started the race, actually, the first one. I did originally plan to race Troublemaker, but I thought it'd be more interesting to see the actual race from this perspective, from the actual race director mode. And I gotta say, I really enjoy the commentary more than the racing, which is kind of mad, but that's true. It's honest. I'd much rather do the commentary and watch the races of these legends rather than compete with them sometimes. I think just, yeah, it's an odd one, but that's true. And that is it. I do believe everyone's in the right position. Sacred Meerkat starting dead last. Can you believe that? Thank you, Troublemaker. I do appreciate that. It's the shame about the voice, mind you, but the commentary is not too bad. I'm getting used to the race control thing as well. And for some reason, when you start the Grand Prix, you have to just watch one rider until the race starts, or rather from a different perspective, but hey, it's fine. Right then, guys. Now on to the race. So, ladies and gentlemen, round one of the BSB Championship is almost underway, but this is now for the RM1000s rather than the RM600s we've just seen a moment ago. So everyone choose your weapons of choice, your tyres, pick your poison, and then we can make a start. So tyre choices on the right hand side of your screen there, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'll take a picture of that so I've got the tyres for the race. Oh, okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, Sergio's on the Ducati, so I hope this doesn't kick everyone out of the lobby. Oh, it did. Pirelli tyre sheet, that's what we need. Yeah, we had Sergio on the Ducati Panigale for some reason, so quick change. Yeah, good to go. Oulton. Thank you, Josh. I do appreciate that, mate. I'm doing my best, dude. I've literally lay in bed all day. And I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do this today. I still feel like crap, but we're going through it. I'm pushing. Fernandez, 99. There isn't at the moment. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. That's the perspective I'm going for. I want it to be like similar to a TV presentation. That's why I made the intro video and things like that. I wanted it to feel special and unique rather than just a couple of lads doing a random stream together. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be cool. Now, do I have everyone in the game? I'm missing one person. Oh, you can't change the grid order first after remaking the lobby. Oh, God. Alright, well, it's just a toss-up then. Who am I missing? I'm missing someone here. Hang on. Fernandez? Yeah, I'm missing Fernandez. Fernandez not here. I'll invite you, mate. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? That really isn't. I'm glad you told me that, Meerkat, because I would have had a nightmare. So, are we just going to accept that it's going to be whatever then for this one? Random grid position for everyone. Pick and mix grid. Oh, Atrix. Hello, dude. Welcome. Unless we want to do a quick qualifying then, since we're here. I guess it makes sense, doesn't it? 4 laps, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just do that. Pick and mix grid. That's killing me, that has. Yeah, we'll do a little 4 lap qualifying then, ladies and gentlemen. Consumption's on. Sorry. Can I turn it off? Or is it too late now? No, it's too late. Consumption's on. Just go for it. 4 laps. I tell you what we'll do. I tell you what, guys and gals. It's a 4-lap sprint race to determine pole position. Similar to what they do in Supercross. 4 laps. Get out there and score the best. Get the win. You got a 4-lap sprint race. It's our equivalent of Super Pole. Why not? Oh wait, I can change the grid. No, I can't change the grid. You're right. I like the sound of that though. 4-lap sprint to determine pole position. That's how we're going to do it. I've made my mind up. Everyone ready? Everyone on the right bike? Sergio's on the Aprilia. Elbows out indeed, Josh. What could possibly go wrong indeed? And the variability last time did have a chance of rain, but I don't think it works if the track is dry. I think it's only in wet conditions. I think the majority of you won't want wet weather racing, but I think we should turn it on once or twice during the season. Just to keep things interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, a 4-lap sprint race to determine pole position. Determine grid position on this particular moment. So once again, we will try to get the first round of our British Superbike Championship underway. Liz Racing, hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. Nugget says hi. Hello, Nugget. Welcome to the stream. Sergio's debilitating on a tyre choice. He looks like he's gone for the medium front, medium rear. Everyone else at this stage has chosen their tyres. And ladies and gentlemen, the sprint race to determine the grid positions is underway in just a moment's time. Absolutely does, Fairhat. Absolutely does. Who's this in pole position? I think this is Fairhat on the MC Ducati, right? So here we go then, guys. This one's going to be mad. Meerkat at the back of the grid. Fernandez there as well. Jack Hammer had a much better advances than the rest of him. As this could get wild into the first corner. Trying to get a good opportunity to see what's happening behind us. So let's take Perky's perspective here, because you're going to see a lot of moments as Perky almost clatters into the rear of the German. As things are going to get super squirrely on the brakes. Who's on into the distance? That Fairhat. Fairhat had a nightmare. Longboy Dan comes charging through on board the Honda. Sergio 23 in 6th place. So great view from this perspective, as Fernandez is certainly going to try and push through any moment now, as the tyres on the MV Agusta just squirreling around there. In fact, it's not the MV Agusta, it's Ducati Panigale 1299. I can make mistakes every now and again. I am human. As Sergio 23, does he have a lunge up on the inside? He likes the move, but so does Fernandez. It's carnage! Oh, Fernandez! Oh, Fernandez, I'm sorry, mate, but that's a penalty. Good Lord. Clattered into Sergio 23, sending him to 7th place. As Jackhammer, the cream has certainly risen to the top, as Jackhammer is in the top position with Sacred Meerkat in 2nd. Now, lads, don't push too hard, because bear in mind that it is a long race ahead of us in the next one. So you want to be starting to get you at least a decent grid position. So don't want to be panicking too much about trying to beat the rider ahead of you. But Sergio 23, the back of the grid, absolute carnage. I don't know what position to give Fernandez for that, but I'm sorry, but a penalty will have to be handed for that one. That was a cheeky lunge from the number 99, who's desperately trying to get past on Mad Max. Will he fancy it up on the inside? He certainly thinks about it. He's going to go for it. Am I allowed to have an opinion on that one, Atrix? I think that'd be biased, wouldn't it? Well, thank you very much for the donation, Atrix. I appreciate that, mate. Sergio 23, this is not what he wants. He can't be starting at the back of the grid. As long boy down, we've seen a very fast man on board the RM600s. Good to see what he likes to try that wider line there. Keep the tyre in order. I'll have to try that myself someday, actually. Raceboy says hello, welcome to the stream, Raceboy95. As Rational cuts the corner there, that's a scary moment for the German. As we look ahead of us, it's still Jackhammer leading the way with the Panigale 1299. Meerkat in 2nd on board the Suzuki with an absolutely gorgeous Barry Sheen inspired livery, as he brakes quite firm into Lodge Corner. Now this is once again a 4-lap sprint race to conclude the position of the race in just a moment's time for our first race for the RM1000s of the season. Now something has happened to Mad Max. Unfortunately, I think on board the Panigale V4RM, he must have made a mistake. Look at Verhat going around the outside. Ducati versus Ducati at this stage. There's a bit of contact, Max is... Oh, he's plummeted! He's down into the old hole corner. Unfortunately, it's going to be a disaster for Max. He was right there into the first position of Sergio 23, putting on the pressure on all the liveries he's made for this particular championship. It must look good for Sergio 23 to know he's made all of these excellent liveries. Sergio 23, what a recovery. We've seen it before from the Belgian ace, and we're seeing it again. Can he get past Longboy Dan to take 4th place for the race? I guess we'll find out very, very soon, but I don't think he's got enough time. Longboy Dan looks to be pretty calm and collected in 4th position at this stage. Fernandez finishes up for 3rd place, but I'm sure a penalty is beckoning the number 99. I don't know what to issue for our half Spaniard, half Brit. Hard to say from the perspective we had. But I think I'll have a little quick check on the recording and see how egregious it really was. It didn't look like too much of an audacious lunge, but with contact causing 2 riders to crash, I'm probably going to have to at least issue a 3-grid penalty spot. Let me know in the comments section down below, viewers. What do we think? Is Fernandez going to be issued a penalty for that lunge up on the inside? Let me know in the chat down below. I am going to quickly look at the recording myself and see how bad it really was. 5-second penalty, says Thando. I would like to hear from Sergio 23 and I think Perky. Actually, Perky and Fernandez are good friends. Is this going to cause an issue amongst the... Yeah, I think 3. I'm happy with a 3 place. I think that's fair. Rubbing is racing. I absolutely agree. You're not wrong there, Sean. Quick look at the... It is indeed Gentleman Driver. So I'm just looking at the recording now. Sergio 23 goes up on the inside of Verhat. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Fernandez. Fernandez punt. I don't think a 5-second penalty. I don't know. I'm gonna issue a 3-grid penalty to Fernandez. That's my final decision. Looks like it was actually Ferhat who got taken out in the Fernandez lunge. So yeah, I took a screenshot of that one so I know which. In fact, I think the position's going to stay on the screen, isn't it? So I'll only need to move Fernandez down by 3 positions. I'm very keen to see what Meerkat and Jackhammer are going to do. But don't forget, just because Fernandez gets 3-place grid penalty doesn't mean he still can't win the race. Fernandez is fast as heck. So he's still going to be very, very competitive. So quick change to a 17-lap Grand Prix here in Oulton Park for Foster's Circuit. No, I don't think so. I don't think Ferhat did anything particularly wrong. He went a little bit wide, you went up on the inside, and then Fernandez, unfortunately, clattered into the pair of you. So I think we're good to start. Oh, apologies for the voice. If everyone's ready. So I should be able to change the grid positions now. Oh, it didn't save it, did it? Okay, screenshot time then, ladies and gentlemen. It is kind of awkward, this thing, isn't it? Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, it wasn't your fault that Ferhat crashed anyway. Right, so Jackhammer's in first. Meerkat in second. And then Longboy Dan gets the front row start. Perky is down in 7th. Fernandez with a 3 grid, so that put him in 6th. Sergio in 5th. Who moves to 4th. And Ferhat 6th, yep. And no, Ferhat. Right. And that's it. Everyone's in the right position. Ladies and gentlemen, we are good to start. Everyone ready? Everyone happy? Are we going to see carnage? Are we going to see a cracking race? Fernandez is all heart. As I say, Fernandez is extremely fast, so he's going to be absolutely fine coming back from that position. Give you guys a couple of minutes just to ready up, and if we're all ready, I'm going to hit the start button, and we are going to start. But I had a decision, Atrix. I thought about what you said. I think my money's on Meerkat. I've not raced Jackhammer that much in the past. I just know that Meerkat is unbelievably good. So I'll give it to the number 29 for now. But Jackhammer, this is his chance to shine. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. The first round of the RM1000cc class is upon us, and it's here in Oulton Park at the Foster's Circuit. Who is going to lead the championship at the end of this one in the first round? Come on, Longboy Dan. My money's on him, actually. He impressed me in that first race. He deserves more love. Everyone ready up, and we are good to go. So, guys, what do we think so far? Do you reckon this championship's going to be pretty fun? I think it's going to be pretty damn good. Oh, Jack. Who knows? Who knows, Jack? On board the Ducati. Hard front goes for Jackhammer. Hard front and rear for both of them, actually, and Meerkat as well. Quick picture of that, so I've got the Pirelli timesheet, as we said earlier. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, we're good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the first round of the RMCCs is upon us. The RM1000s, I'm getting too excited, is now upon us. Jackhammer in pole, Meerkat second. Fernandez, the big decision of giving him a penalty. Bias against our number 99. And away we go. So I'm going to go for the look at Sergio 23, got a great start. Ferhat, fast as anything on the Ducati. Look at him up into the first position. Ferhat takes over the front. Great view here from Sergio 23. Fernandez is still in 6th place for now, as things are going to go wild into Cascades. Sergio 23 extremely... Oh, what has just happened to Dan? Oh, no, it wasn't Dan. Who was that? It was Sacred Meerkat. What the hell happened to the number 29? Was that the same glitch that... Oh, no, Fernandez is down. This is two championship contenders who have just perished at the early stage of this Grand Prix. What on earth happened to Sacred Meerkat? Well, ladies and gentlemen, they wanted to make things interesting for the fans. They certainly did. What an opportunity for Jackhammer. What a start for Furhat. That goes down in history as probably one of the best starts I've ever seen. Yes, it was the Panigale V4R, but what an epic start that was for our Turkish rider. Brilliant stuff. Sergio's putting on the pressure on Long Boy Dan already. I think he wanted to go with him in the RM600 class, so now he has his chance to give it some fight to the 21. Round the outside. Oh, beautifully done there from Sergio 23. Smooth on the entrance going into Cascades, and he holds a position. Long Boy Dan, we've seen him pull and move off here. Oh, Sergio 23 a bit wide. Oh, is he still on board the bike? He still hangs on, but that's a scary moment for our Belgian ace. Mad Max, bit of contact there. I think Rational getting too close to the man on board the Panigale as Mad Max just goes into the left-hand side. Sergio 23 cutting a bit of grass to the right-hand side of the screen there. Mad Max very tight to the apex, bit eager for my liking. Goes the number 56. Quick look behind as Meerkat, Berkey, Fernandez, the three Brits at the back of the session. Certainly want to get involved. Oh, it's Berkey. I think he bailed out of that one on board the HM Plan Ducati. Sacred Meerkat charging through, up in the inside of one, around the outside of the other. He's up into the top 5 already. Brilliant start for the number 29. Sergio 23, he's going to contend with Meerkat in a moment. Furhat having the ride of his life right now. Brilliant stuff from the Turk. We faced each other before in Superbike 22 and he's damn fast. Already looking to be here the same in Ride 4. So Sergio 23, 1 second behind is Sacred Meerkat, who will be seething at whatever happened at the start of this one. I think, in his defence, I think that was some sort of glitch. Very strange that he just got launched upon, or launched off his Suzuki for no real reason or rhyme. Fernandez at the back of the grid here, so he's got the old glitch that you can hear the odd sound. He's just fixed it by going on the rumble strip. Sergio 23, Long Boy Dan, Sacred Meerkat, the best view in the house for this one. I think I'll stay here and join Meerkat for this one, as Long Boy Dan is putting on the pressure, but I think he's put the pressure on himself. He's gone too wide. Oh, Mad Max have been all over the place there as well on the brakes. The Sacred Meerkat is beginning to hunt down for that podium position. In turn, I think Sergio might be taking some chunks away from the... Oh, what an odd manoeuvre that was from the Turkish rider, jumping across the rumble strip to the right-hand side. Difficult circuit is this, Foster's. Very, very unorthodox for this part of the track here. As you can see, Sergio just defending well, but Meerkat really wants to get on through. Let's have a look at the old TV presentation. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, beautiful. Extremely fast goes number 29. As Sergio 23 tries to fight back on the inside. Not going to happen this time around. Once you lose the toe of Sacred Meerkat, he just runs away with it. He's probably going to pinch this third place and disappear. Oh, apologies, Tobias. I'm still getting used to the camera work. So Sacred Meerkat in third place. Brilliant start from Furhat. Still holds on to the position at this stage of the Grand Prix. And then Jackhammer, we've not really seen much of this Grand Prix, is leading the way, and hopefully for him the championship lead with this particular performance in this race. Now, unfortunately, I can't see much of what's happening behind, but I'm pretty certain we have a great competition behind us. So I'll probably disappear backwards just a little bit to see what's going on. But I don't see too much else happening. Fernandez in 6th place. He's holding his own in 6th, but I do expect Fernandez to start pulling through rather soon. I do really hate the fact that the gap is glitched on the left-hand side there, because it gives the impression there's like a really good fight going on behind us, but it's not 15, 17, 18 seconds. It's actually quite different, so that is a bit of a shame. So a quick look at Jackhammer, the number 67. He's still doing a damn decent job, and he's not really getting much of an attention here, to be honest with you, because, well, all the action's happening behind him. The number 67 is certainly pulling away. Bit of a warm rear tyre, but he did choose the harder option, don't forget, so he should be pretty sound for the rest of this Grand Prix. Once again, big shout out to Sergio 23 for making all of these liveries. He even made the helmet there, you can see, for Jackhammer, and even the helmet for Fernandez 99 as well. Quick look behind us, and it looks like Furhat is under massive pressure from Sacred Meerkat. Meerkat will want to go up on the inside. I think he's got the job done. Furhat's a little bit deep. Meerkat up into second place. Brilliant performance from the number 29. Disaster into Cascades. Something seriously went wrong for the Brit, but unfortunately, or fortunately let's say, he has fought back and secured himself 16 points for this Grand Prix. Once again, I will reiterate that the BSB Championship points are in effect here for this particular championship. So what you're used to usually hearing from 25 points for a win, 20 points for second, and 16 for third is a lot different. If you're not sure on the points, definitely check out the points explanation video I have on my channel. I uploaded that yesterday. So a quick look at Sergio 23, as the voice is certainly escaping me on this particular commentary. As Longboy Dan, not as competitive with the 1000cc's, he was excellent with the 600s. But with Sergio 23 getting the better of him here, would like to see these two have a bit of a scrap. I think they're both very similarly paced, so it could be very fun to see what happens amongst the pair of them. 1 second is the gap from Fernandez 99 to Longboy Dan. Is Fernandez going to be pulling off his usual tricks and bettering the rider ahead of him? Sergio 23, I've seen the yellow symbol for the Belgian ace, and he has gone down. Disaster for Sergio 23, giving up 4th place and giving up a good chunk of championship points there. That's a disaster. Really not what you'd expect for the man from Antwerp. So firm on the brakes we go then for the right hand side for Fernandez 99, in pursuit of the Honda ahead of him. Would like to stay with Fernandez for this particular lap, because keen to see how much time he can pull away from the number 21. 0.4 of a second it was over the line. That is a complete lie. I think the ride for gap times needs to be a bit more consistent. It's now 0.5 of a second it is, as we get a good opportunity to see where Longboy Dan is strong and where we see Fernandez is even stronger. So for the right hand side now, going in for the tighter apex will be Fernandez to bring on the power. It's not out of the equation here that Furhat could lose 3rd place as well. Long time in this Grand Prix yet, and there's still an opportunity for Fernandez to get past on both of them. A little bit deep into Druids and going a bit off the circuit, but this is Fernandez 99's fastest lap time if he's able to keep it all together. So breaking firm into the right hand side for the corner that issued him a three grid place penalty. Now to the left hand side, Fernandez going for that wider line to possibly have a lunge into turn 1. Not quite close enough yet. Does he fancy it anyway? He certainly does. Up on the inside of the Honda. Thank you very much. 4th place goes to Fernandez 99. Take a look further behind now for Longboy Dan, and you can see the pair of them are closing rapidly to the man who got the best start of this entire championship, and that being Furhat. He was absolutely fantastic to start this Grand Prix off in the Panigale, and he's still holding his own in 3rd place at this point of the Grand Prix. So quick look behind, see if anything's happening. Doesn't seem to be much happening further behind, so I think we'll quickly get back over to the action which we were watching, and this time spend more time with Fernandez 99. Quick sip of the water to keep me refreshed. As Fernandez 99, the man with the hard front and hard rear, look to be our 3 main protagonists of this championship, are all choosing the hard option front and the hard option rear as well. Longboy Dan did go for the medium rear, so that could be hindering his progress at this stage of the Grand Prix, as Furhat has a bit of a slide into Cascades. And now Fernandez, that pressure. I called him haptic feedback Fernandez earlier, and the reason why is because you feel his presence. You feel the sensation of when Fernandez is pursuing you. And this is an opportunity now for the number 99 to get on through. Does he go around the outside, the long way around into Druids? Not quite happening at this stage of the Grand Prix. Does he fancy it into the Lodge corner? Firm on the anchors we go. Right hand side opportunity for the man with the speedy leathers. Bringing on the power. Bringing on the turning angle for the left hand side. This could be a lunge into turn 1. Oh, a bit of contact there, but it's alright. Both men are still on board their motorcycles and still being very competitive. Furhat gives it up. The Panigale V4 speed is ridiculous. Fernandez goes back up in the inside. Brilliant performance from these two riders. Does Furhat have a lunge with the inside this time? Not quite. That could be the moment that Fernandez secures 3rd. Fernandez has got him done for now. But the speed on the straight for the Panigale V4R as Fernandez got airborne then. He was trying to set off back home to... oh my goodness, that was just unbelievable. I think he was going to go and see the Spanish side of his family then because he got so much airtime. Unbelievable from Jay Fernandez. That was crazy. I'll probably have to see that again. I don't know how high he got, but the fact that the 12.99 Panigale still landed and still was able to be competitive and continue moving was certainly something to be relished at this stage of the Grand Prix. Wait, out? What is out when it says out? I need to know because it said Jackhammer was out. Oh, Fernandez? Yep, Fernandez gone down. So it's the yellow then. When the yellow happens, that's when it's a crash. Okay, I'm learning as this one goes because I see red out for Furhat. I see a red out for Mad Max as well. Does that mean they're off the circuit? I think it does. It's Long Boy Dan. That's not a spot. You want to crash and oh, Long Boy Dan. Oh, that's a disaster. How close is the action behind? Sergio 23 is in pursuit. His eyes will be lighting up now. He wants to get involved, but that is a shocker for Long Boy Dan and taking out Fernandez. Oh, he's not going to be impressed with that one. Furhat could have had the opportunity of a lifetime here. It's not often you can better Fernandez 99. This one might have happened. Quick look at the front because even though they are leading, they're not getting much camera time. Jackhammer 46.58. Let's have a lap on board. Well, in fact, let's go with the TV camera perspective. I quite like the TV perspective. So, another brilliant livery from Sergio 23, the Airwaves Ducati, of course. Looking stellar with the Josh Brooks-inspired helmet as well for Jackhammer 46.58. Churning out the lap times at this stage of the Grand Prix is the MotoGP Sports rider. 52 seconds for him when he went across the line. Perky's had another off there as well, down in 9th place. There you do see the man on board at the Ducati. So Ducati leading the way. Jackhammer looking quite comfortable at this stage of the Grand Prix. Sacred Meerkat trailing by 9 seconds. You have to wonder though, if Meerkat didn't have that small moment or glitch into Cascades, we could be seeing a totally different Grand Prix right now, right here. And in fact, Jackhammer's going a little bit further, isn't he? Ticking away with the lap times like a traditional Jackhammer. Brilliantly done for the number 67. Don't know if he's listening to this right now, but if you are, damn good job, Jackhammer. Damn good job. So across the line, he does better his lap time at 52.390. Quick look behind us for the number 29. Would like to see what lap time Meerkat's going to get across the line. Is he trending? He is trending at 52.9. Wow, that may be the fastest lap of the race for our Sacred Meerkat. The Sacred one looking pretty promising in this Grand Prix. Really would have liked to have seen them go head-to-head in this Grand Prix. Would have been really, really interesting to see these two do battle. And I'm just looking in the bottom right in the corner of the screen there. What is fake entry? Anyone want to let me know what that is? Might be some sort of glitch or error regarding the traction control. And a quick look behind now for Furhat. How's he getting on? 6 seconds is the gap to Fernandez 99. So I think that may conclude our top 3 positions. Furhat on the podium. Great to see. I've got the graphic to make later on. And Furhat will certainly have his name in 3rd place if this stays the same. I'm going to quickly scroll through now so we can see if there's anything happening. Shout out to the Brazilian, of course. Alex Calixto mentioned our Brazilian earlier. This is Mad Max, if you're not familiar with him. He's our Brazilian ace. Absolute legend in the championship. To be honest with you, Mad Max has probably been one of the first subscribers that I really got to know. I think he messaged me a lot on Steam, then we made the Discord server, and he's been a pivotal part for our fantastic server. And if you're not part of the DrAce Academy server, you're more than welcome to join. There'll be a link in the description down below. Looks to be like he's just been lapped from Jackhammer, but to be honest with you, Max, I wouldn't take any notice of that, wouldn't be offended. Jackhammer is one hell of a talent, which we all do know. So Jackhammer does win the Grand Prix, so 18 crucial championship points for Jackhammer, 16 goes for Meerkat, and Furhat, does he secure 3rd place? It looks to be that he is going to, but what a race, what a start. Love the start to this championship, and I'm really proud of how it's progressed so far. I can't wait for the next round, which will be next Monday, same time as today, 6 PM GMT, and of course there's be a lot more action for us to unfold very, very soon. Big shout out to everyone who's competed today. It's been a brilliant race. Damn shame that we didn't quite get the battle we would have wanted, but Meerkat setting in a 52.256. That's some crazy lap times. My goodness. Furhat, the race of his life. Furhat, you were incredible, my friend. That start goes down in the history books. Absolutely incredible. And Josh, I don't think so. I don't think we have any Welsh aces. Probably will be in the server somewhere, but if not, maybe it's just you. Yeah, I know the feeling, Furhat. Told you. Heptic feedback Fernandez. You feel his presence. You understand. It feels everything. I'm quite happy to conclude this without giving any penalties. I think everyone was fine. I'm not going to give any extra points for. I'm not going to give any points for best laps. I didn't. They don't do it in BSB, so I didn't really want to do it here either. So then, guys, I guess that's it. So, quick recap of our top 9. Excellent job for Jackhammer 46.58, leading the championship by winning the first race here at Oulton Park, here in the Foster Circuit. Sacred Meerkat in second on board the Suzuki. Fastest lap of the race goes to the Briton with a 52.256. Furhat, the legend, finishing third place. His first podium in our championship, so brilliantly done for Furhat. Fernandez 99, bit of a disappointment for him in fourth place. Really expected him to get further, but I think he had a bit of a nightmare with a few moments during the Grand Prix. Longboy down in 5th. Sergio 23, not the race he wanted either. It's Rational in 7th, Mad Max in 8th, and Perky in 9th. And I guess that's it. Yeah, apologies, Doomfather. I kind of gave up with the qualifying thing, just to try and make it interesting. So maybe we'll do the reverse grid, or maybe we won't. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. So then, guys, I guess that's it. Thank you very much for watching this championship. Round 1 has been a success. I do hope you enjoyed. I'll get busy working on the graphics, and hopefully my voice will come back for the next week, as it's literally disappearing now. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're yet to do so, and consider becoming a DrAce member by joining the channel membership. Upon that note, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream. Ciao.